Okay, so we're going to review the conditionals. Remember, yesterday we were learning the third conditional. I would like to compare the second and third conditional with you. Okay, so here we go. Okay, very well. So first we're going to have this review for the third conditional that we have in our book. Okay, it says this person has a friend, Anita, and she invited to the movies. All right. Okay, so now we're talking about what happened and the decision that you took. Okay, so would like to ask some of you to read it, and then we talk about we need to answer with the conditional form. Okay, please, I would like to ask Reina, can you help us read?
Empiezo en donde dice if she.
If she, yeah, please.
If she hadn't called me, would stay home.
Okay, if she hadn't called me, this is third conditional. You see, we have past participle. Now this is the consequence or the result. I
will have. Sí, no, will have.
I
will have stayed.
Have stayed. Exactly. Don't forget to use have. Okay, don't forget to use have in the verb instead, because only would stay. Would stay is the second conditional. Okay, and here is third conditional. So the difference is here, me quedaría en casa, right? Pero como esto ya pasó, so we would say, I would have stayed. Me habría quedado. Okay, so it's a supposition. This already happened in the past. Remember, you also have the contraction would have. Okay, she hadn't called me, I would have stayed home. Okay. Good. Please continue reading. Would like to ask. Okay, Reina, still, can you continue?
When we got to the theater, it was sold out, so we went out for a burger. If we had gone to the movie.
Okay, so if we...
Perdón, un mensaje.
All right, so if we
had gone.
Very well. If we had gone to the movie, we
wouldn't have gone.
Excellent. Yes, we wouldn't. Could be negative, right? In this case, wouldn't have gone.
No.
How can you translate this part? How can you translate this sentence? If we had gone to the movie, we wouldn't have gone out to eat.
Si nosotros hubiéramos ido al cine. Sí, ¿no? Es al cine.
Yes.
Nosotros no habríamos ido a comer afuera.
Okay, very
Porque
well.
dice go to eat, ¿no?
Why what? Can you repeat the question?
Por el O to eat es ido a comer afuera, ¿no?
Ajá, habríamos ido.
Ah,
Exacto.
ok.
Yes, very well. So it says, si hubiéramos ido, no habríamos ido. Yeah, very well. If we had gone to the movie, we wouldn't have gone out to eat. Okay, now I would like to ask Heidi, please, can you help us with the next part? I didn't have any money.
I didn't have any money, so I went to an ATM. On the way back from the bank, I saw an ice cream shop.
Mhm. Okay. I saw an ice cream shop. Let's continue.
I wouldn't, so
Okay, very well. I wouldn't, but you need something here, auxiliary in this case,
I wouldn't have
wouldn't have a
seen.
very past participle, seen, exactly. I wouldn't have seen the ice cream shop if
I wouldn't gone, wouldn't have
in this
gone.
case, because we have if,
If I
you need past participle.
hadn't gone,
Exactly. If I hadn't gone
to the bank.
to the bank, very well. How can you translate this part? I wouldn't have seen the ice cream shop if I hadn't gone to the bank.
Yo no habría podido ver la tienda de helado si yo no hubiera ido al banco.
Very well.
Thank you, teacher.
Very well, exactly. Since you were talking about the past, this is the difference with the second conditional. Okay, Dante, please. Let's continue. I bought.
Yes. I bought a chocolate ice cream cone and I ate it quickly. It made me feel sick since I had not eaten dinner. If I had not eaten the ice cream, I would not have sick.
If I hadn't eaten the ice cream, again, I wouldn't
have sick.
I wouldn't have gotten sick. Yes. Okay. So get in past participle, you say gotten. If I hadn't eaten the ice cream, I wouldn't have gotten sick. Si no hubiera comido el helado, no me habría enfermado. Okay. Good. Excellent. So any questions you have about the third conditional? No? Okay, let's see. Now, how can we improve the pronunciation? Remember that we have the contraction would have, right? But this is only in the affirmative, right? In the affirmative answer. If you have negative, you can try to do the next thing. Is have have also had, but generally the H, you can pronounce it kind of softer. You can pronounce it softer. Okay. So you would say like, instead of saying wouldn't have, you can say wouldn't have. Wouldn't have. So trying to ignore the H when you speak faster. Okay, so we would say, like in this part, if we had, in here it's difficult to not to use the H because before have, I have we, and we is a vowel, the vowel E, okay? If we, so I need to pronounce the H. If we had gone to the movie, but here in this case, I have a consonant before the H. So it's possible not to say, it's possible to say have instead of have. So you could say, we wouldn't have gone out to eat. If we had gone to the movie, we wouldn't have gone out to eat. If we had gone to the movie, we wouldn't have gone out to eat. Okay, so you practice, try to eliminate the H when you have a consonant before. Okay, another, here you see, I wouldn't have seen. So it's possible to contract the sound when you speak fast. And you say, I wouldn't have seen the ice cream shop. I wouldn't have seen the ice cream shop if I hadn't gone to the bank. You see, instead of saying, I wouldn't have seen, you say, I wouldn't have seen. I wouldn't have seen. Okay, so you try to read like fluently, faster. I wouldn't have seen the ice cream shop if I hadn't gone to the bank. Okay, let's see, Nubia, could you please try to repeat this? Try to use more fluency, try to speak faster, please.
Yes, teacher. I wouldn't have seen the ice cream shop if I. ¿Ahí se pronuncia? ¿O no se pronuncia? If I hadn't gone.
Here you pronounce I hadn't.
I hadn't gone to the bank.
Okay, very well. So if I hadn't eaten, sorry, if I wouldn't have, can you please repeat? I wouldn't have seen.
I wouldn't have seen.
I wouldn't have seen. I wouldn't have seen the ice cream shop if I hadn't gone to the bank. I wouldn't have seen. Very well. And this last part, check. If I hadn't eaten the ice cream, I wouldn't have gotten sick. If I hadn't, in this case, you pronounce the H. Why do you pronounce the H? Because you have I. I is a vowel, so it would sound very strange if you say, if I hadn't, right? You say, if I hadn't, you need to pronounce the H. But here you have wouldn't, again, consonants, so you say, I wouldn't have gotten sick. If I hadn't eaten the ice cream, I wouldn't have gotten sick. Please, Miguel, can you repeat this last part, this last sentence?
If I hadn't eaten the ice cream, I wouldn't have gotten sick. If I hadn't eaten ice cream, I wouldn't have gotten sick.
Exactly. Very well. Excellent. So you see, you need to practice a little bit, can be like a lot, because this third conditional, you have a lot of auxiliaries. You have the auxiliary have, and then you have would, you have, and you have the past participle verb. So what we try just to say as fluent as possible. When you have affirmative, so you would say, I would have, without have. Okay, so you say, I would have stayed. I would have stayed. I would have stayed home. I would have stayed home. Okay, very well. So, all right, no questions so far?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have problems with the pronunciation with would have,
Would have. Ajá.
Sí, es que, ay, no lo entiendo. Would have, no, me trabo.
Would have. Okay. So you say would you say ends in D, but you'll try to say like this, like I wrote on the chat. Would have. Would have. Okay. Would have.
Ese ya es would have, ya es would have.
Would have.
Sí.
Yes.
Would have.
It's
Ah,
in the chat.
okay. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay. Excellent. Well, that's the third conditional. Okay, we're going to see wishes and regrets too. Remember that yesterday we were talking about how to talk about wishes or regrets when you did something in the past you wish you hadn't done, or vice versa. You didn't do something that you wish you had done. Okay, we're going to check this, and then we're going to see another topic because now we need to see mixed conditionals, right? We're going to see how we can mix the second conditional with the third conditional so that now you know all the conditionals. Okay, so we're going to first check this gray chart because it's giving you some tips for pronunciation. Okay, let's listen to it so we can get more how we reduce the sounds as an advice for pronunciation.
Page 87. Say it right. Had and have are often reduced in the third conditional. Listen to the sentences.
If I had gotten on the bus, I wouldn't have missed my test.
I would have gotten a good grade if I had taken the test. Practice your pronunciation of had and would not have in exercise 9.
Okay, so you got here the tip, right, for the pronunciation. Now, let's go. We will work with the exercise 7 using the word wish, okay? Wish means desearía, okay? For example, you have here Megan and eat dinner. So Megan wishes she had eaten dinner. Megan desearía haber comido la cena. Que desearía haber cenado. Megan wishes she had eaten dinner. How can you talk about a wish for something present, something that is in the present, not in the past? So in this case, you use the second conditional. Dirías, por ejemplo, Megan wishes she ate dinner, right? Así sería, Megan desearía comer, desearía cenar ahora, okay? Megan wishes she ate dinner now. Okay, what is the difference with the second sentence? The second sentence is in the past. Megan wishes she had eaten dinner before. Now she can't. Okay. Very well. So the first one is a wish in the present. Wish in the present. Second, wish in the past. Okay. When you talk about the wish in the present, you use simple past. Second conditional. And when you talk about when you talk about the result in the past, so or a wish in the past, you will use the past perfect, had eaten. Okay, so let's see, Megan, and we have not buy ice cream. Okay, so how can we make this sentence? Nubia, Megan, let's make a wish for her.
Megan wishes she had not bought ice cream.
Very well. Megan wishes she hadn't bought ice cream. Megan wishes she hadn't bought ice cream. Megan desearía no haber comprado helado. Okay. How you say in the present? ¿Cómo podríamos escribirlo como un deseo en el presente? Now, Megan wishes.
She has.
She bought. But it's in negative, right? So Megan wishes she
Doesn't.
didn't eat ice cream. Megan wishes she didn't eat ice cream. That's how you would say Megan desearía no comprar helado. So, but in the second one, she already bought it. So here, she doesn't have ice cream. Here, she has the ice cream. Okay.
Teacher, why we use did instead of does if we write a sentence in present?
This part is in present. Megan wishes, because she wishes that now. Ella desea. El verbo wish va en presente. But the thing is in the present, yes, but when we use this, is for a supposition, okay? You write the verb in past when you have a supposition. Let me explain. For example, if you remember the second conditional, if you wanted to say in English, si yo tuviera, tendríamos que decir if you have. Si yo, I don't know, si yo comiera, if I ate. If you have, if I ate, let's write it with I. Okay, this is second conditional. Remember, for example, if I had $1 million, I would travel around the world. Okay, if I had $1 million, I would travel around the world. So this is second conditional. Just today and yesterday we learned third conditional. Because this is a wish in the present. Este es un deseo en el presente. Aquí dice si yo tuviera. Okay, that's the same thing with this. This is a wish in the present. Megan desearía no comprar. So I'm talking about the present, but the verb needs to be in past. He didn't eat. Here is in affirmative, so she ate. Okay, pero aquí no es eat, era buy, pero yes. In English, you can use the past. Remember that I told you, even though we write the past, doesn't mean that the verb is in past. The function of these verbs in this topic are to create a subjunctive. This goes subjunctive, to talk about it, subjunctive mood, el cual no es un tiempo, es un modo o un humor. Okay, so the subjunctive mood basically means hypothetical or theories or suppositions. Okay, cuando quieres hablar de una suposición en inglés, entonces el verbo debe estar en pasado, porque en español nosotros decimos si tuviese, si fuese, si comiese, o si comiera, si tuviera, right? Ese no es un tiempo como tal, pero es un modo o es un humor para hablar de suposiciones. So in English, we don't have a special verb like a form of the verb. No existe una forma especial para poner los verbos en este modo. Más bien se tienen que poner en pasado y así se supone que estás hablando de una suposición y no del pasado. Okay, what I mean is you don't confuse when you have the second conditional and you say, if I had $1 million, no está hablando aquí nada del pasado, no estoy diciendo si yo tuve. Es una suposición, si yo tuviese. Okay, so this is second conditional. The same way here, you have Megan wishes, she ate. Desearía comer. Okay, so it's a supposition, but is in the present. Is a wish. Megan wishes she didn't buy ice cream. Desearía no comprar helado. But the sentence below, this is a wish in the past, right? Because you can always wish something now for your present, or you can wish something in the past, right? You can wish, for example, right? I wish I had more free time. Desearía tener más tiempo libre. I wish I had more free time. Okay. This is a wish for the present. Es un deseo para el presente, aunque el verbo esté en pasado, right? So this is something that I want for me now. Okay. But in past, I wish I had more free time for my children. Desearía haber tenido más tiempo libre para mis hijos. Okay, so this is a wish in the past, a wish in the present. Here you could get it. Here you can't get it because it's the past. So the past is gone, right? Como dicen, el hubiera ya pasó. So had sería desearía haber tenido. Okay. So any questions at the moment? So we can continue with the next exercises. No questions?
I confused, teacher, sorry. I understand the first sentences is in present, but the verb is in past. In the second sentences, I think el significado de los dos pienso que es el mismo. ¿Cómo diferenciar uno de otro?
Okay, so the first one is a wish in the present. Desearía tener. Okay, this is something you don't have and you want for you in the present. The second one is in the past, so you can't do anything about it. El segundo ejemplo, ya no se puede hacer nada. Desearía haber tenido tiempo libre para mis hijos. Y el primero es desearía tener. That's the present. That's a wish for now. This is a wish for the past.
Por eso repetimos el had. I wish I had more free time.
Yes, to make a wish in the present, you need to use wish. This is second conditional. This is third conditional. So you use wish plus past. And that's how you create a wish in the present. Or how you talk about wishes in the present. Para hablar de un deseo en el presente, wish and past. To talk about a wish in the past, we use wish and past participle. No, sorry. Past perfect. It's a wish in the past. So the past perfect, remember that you use have. Okay. The past perfect, you use have. Okay. Yes. So this had is the auxiliary verb. Este have es el verbo auxiliar. The second have, el segundo have es el verbo tenido en pasado participio. Este es un verbo auxiliar y este es el verbo en pasado participio.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Yes, very well. So this is how you can create a wish in the present, wish in the past, wish plus past, and wish plus past perfect. Okay, let's continue to number 3. I'd like to ask Dante, but please give me just one second. Okay, Dante, please help me with number 3.
Yes. She wishes the movie hadn't been sold out.
Mhm. Very well. Okay. Okay. Very well. So, she wishes, I'm sorry, she wishes. Can you repeat, please? The
Um,
movie.
She wishes that the movie hadn't been sold out.
Exactly. Hadn't been sold out. Okay, so check. This is a wish in the past. You have the verb wish in past perfect. Have auxiliary verb, and these are verbs that are in past participle. We have been because it's passive voice. Ella desearía que los billetes, los tickets para el cine no se hubieran acabado, se hubiesen vendido. Okay, sold out. Okay, but they are gone. There's nothing you can do, right? Now, how can we talk about a wish in the present? Now we want to say, ella desearía que no se vendan, que no se acaben los boletos para el cine. How can we say that? How can you write here, Dante? Okay, Dante, how will you write this in number 3, but now a wish in the present?
She wishes the movie was not sold out.
Okay. In this case, you would say she wishes the movie, simple past.
Was.
Very well. Wasn't sold out. Okay, guys, pay attention. What is the difference between this sentence? She wishes the movie wasn't sold out. She wishes the movie hadn't been sold out. The first one. How do you understand the first sentence? Sorry?
I think the first is in present
Yes.
and the second is.
So are there tickets for the movie? Yes, right? So far. Later, we don't know, but at the moment, there are tickets for the cinema. In the third one, no tickets. They're sold out. Okay? So, the first one will be translated as, ella desearía que los boletos no se vendan, o que no se acaben. The second option says, ella desearía que los boletos no se hubiesen vendido. Because now there are no tickets. Okay. Number 4, please, can you help me, Miguel, with number 4?
Teacher, sorry, could you
Yes.
please repeat the meaning of each sentence in Spanish, please?
She wishes the movie wasn't sold out. Desearía que los tickets no se acabaran. Because there are still tickets, aún hay tickets. Puede ser que se acaben. Deseo que no se acaben. Okay. The second one. She wishes the movie hadn't been sold out. Ella desearía que los tickets no se hubiesen acabado, porque ya no hay tickets. Ya se acabaron.
Thank you.
Okay. Miguel, help us please with number 4.
Yes, teacher. I wish
Huh?
I wish hadn't had read the end of the story.
Okay. I wish I
Had read
hadn't
read the end of the story.
the end of the story. Good, because I read the end of the story. I wish I hadn't read the end of the story. Okay, this will be, how can you translate this sentence, Miguel? I wish I hadn't read the end of the story.
Desearía no haber leído el final de la historia.
Very well. Okay, so if it was in present, how can you say it? I wish simple past.
I didn't read
Good.
the end of the story.
Excellent. I wish I didn't read the end of the story. Desearía no leer el final de la historia. Okay. This example, maybe it's a little bit strange because maybe you can control yourself. Maybe you can use it for other person. I wish you didn't read the end of the story. Okay, so in this one, I read the end of the story. In this one, not yet. Okay, so again, any questions? Do you have any questions?
No, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, very well. Excellent. So now we're going to check in this video. We can find any conditionals, but we will also remember the second conditional. Okay, here we have a like a mysterious criminal case. And we have a question. Trying to imagine what the events, what were the events that led to this situation? What were the events that made this situation? Okay, we're going to read it. It's like a kind of criminal case. That's it.
On the Run. People in Marion County, Tennessee, in the southern United States, tell a story about a man called Jamie Harris. Jamie was known for his small crimes and is in jail now, but for years the police couldn't catch him. Jamie's crimes began when he was a teenager. He started with stealing chickens, and once, he said, he even stole a horse. It wasn't long before Jamie was stealing other things. Then, when he turned 18, he began stealing cars. His best friend told him he was ruining his life, that he should stop and get a job like everyone else. But Jamie had already gone too far. The local police said that Jamie Harris had to be stopped. But Jamie managed to do what he always did best. He ran. Jamie boasted that he knew the woods better than the police did. Even the police dogs couldn't find him. After some time, the police reported that Jamie had done it again. He and some friends had stolen another car. This time, Jamie hid in an empty building in the mountains and stayed there for a few days. Jamie grew so confident that he even visited his mother one day. She told him that he was ruining his life, and she begged him to surrender to the police. But Jamie refused. He still believed he'd never be caught. Then, just a few days later, he was visiting some friends when suddenly the police arrived. Jamie knew that he couldn't run this time. He says now that he wished he had listened to his friend and his mother. He should have turned his life around when he had the chance. He'll have plenty of time to think about it now, in jail.
Okay. Very well. And so the question here is, find about Jamie Harris. How would his life be different if he had listened to his friend and his mother? How?
If he had listened his friends and his mother, he would have a better life.
He would have had. Good. He would have had a better life. But now not, right? Because he's in jail.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Good. Another one. What do you think, guys?
Probably his life would have been differently. He wouldn't have. He would have been happy.
Mhm.
Hubiera
He
sido
would have, he
Being
would have
happy.
been free. Ajá.
Ajá. No sé si lo dije bien. I would have been happy.
He would have
He
been
would have
happy.
been happy.
Yes,
Él
very
hubiera
good.
sido feliz.
Very good. Miguel says if he had listened to his mother, he would have studied university. Yes. If he had listened to them, he would have been a family. Okay, he would have been with his family, maybe. Habría estado con su familia. He would have been with his family. All right. Well, now we're going to play a game. Here's some questions. Is what would you rather? What would you prefer? Okay. And to make these questions, we answer with the second conditional. Example. Okay, let's see. Number 3, for example, pay attention to this question. This is the second conditional. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life? Imagine that you have a remote, like from the movie, and you have a rewind button, so un botón para repetir, regresar, and you have a pause button, y también tuvieras un botón de pausa. So in your life, you can repeat moments. En tu vida tú pudieras repetir momentos o la otra opción, pausar momentos. But you cannot have two things at the same time. In this imaginary exercise, you only have a pause button. So you choose. You have the remote with a pause button, or you have a button with a rewind button. What would you prefer? Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button in your life? I would rather have heck, I don't know. A pause button, I think. I would rather have a pause button. Okay, so let's make the second conditional. If I had a pause button, I would appreciate more the beautiful moments. If I had a pause button in my life, I would take a whole day with my wife. Okay. So you have here had, you see, if I had. This is second conditional, not the third conditional. Okay, we're just reviewing the second conditional. In the second conditional, you use the simple past. Simple past plus would. Okay, so please you will choose one of these. There are some questions are strange. Okay. Okay, let's check, for example, 27. That is the most normal. Please tell me, Nubia, would you rather means prefer. Would you rather lose your keys or your cell phone? You have to lose one of them.
Lose my keys.
Okay, very well. So you could say, if I lost my keys. Now make a sentence. If I lost my keys.
If I lost my keys, I could then open my house.
Good. I could open my house. Well, I don't know. I think I would prefer to lose my keys. If I lost my cell phone, will be I would lose a lot of information. If I lost the keys, I could go to the locksmith. Locksmith sería, es el cerrajero, locksmith. So the locksmith opens and doesn't charge more than 200 pesos. Okay. Okay, the next question for people who know about meat. Heidi, would you rather eat a meal, un platillo hecho de cow tongue or octopus?
I prefer. Ay, ninguno.
None of them. But if you could only choose one, cow tongue or octopus?
Ay, octopus.
Me too, octopus. I don't like octopus, but it's better than cow tongue.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Miguel, the next one. Okay, 31 is interesting. It's funny. Would you rather be stuck on an island alone or with someone who talks incessantly? Incessantly means non-stop, always speaking. Would you rather be on an island alone or with someone that is all the time?
Okay, I prefer to be alone.
Alone. I don't know. Maybe alone, me too. Okay, so let's see. Now we change the second conditional here, and now what are we going to see? Now we're going to see the mixed conditionals. Pay attention to the next example. So you can say, if I was more friendly, I would have more friends. I'm talking about the present, right? Si yo fuera más amigable, tendría más amigos. Okay. In third conditional, you would say, if I had been more friendly, and how can we complete the second part? Si yo hubiera sido más amigable, habría tenido más amigos. How can I say that?
I
would have had. Good. I would have had more friends. Pay attention to the differences, right? The first one is in the present, the second one is in the past. Si fuera más amistoso, tendría más amigos. Si hubiera sido más amistoso, habría tenido más amigos. In the past. Now, in the past. Now, we are going to learn mixed conditionals. The mixed conditionals, you can take one part of a sentence and use it with the ending of another sentence or vice versa. You can take this part of the third conditional with the result of the second conditional. So how can I say that? Well, sometimes we have this thing. I'm going to use the first part. If I was more friendly, but with the result of the second one, I would have had more friends. Now in this conditional, you have the second in this part and the third conditional in this part. This is a mixed conditional. So this means, right, that when you say I was more friendly, this means you are not friendly now. all right? But now you have friends, okay? In this conditional, you say, you don't have friends, no tienes amigos. En esta oración decimos, si hubiera sido más amigable, habría tenido más amigos. Es decir, que puede ser que en el presente ya tengo amigos, pero sigo sin ser una persona amistosa. Okay, I was more friendly. I'm not friendly if I was more friendly. Okay, so this is something, a condition that hasn't changed in time. So siempre ha sido así, pero la consecuencia no es en el presente, la consecuencia fue en el pasado, por ser la forma en la que eres hoy. Okay, so this is a mixed conditional. Okay, we check the second type of mixed conditional. You would say, if I had been more friendly, si yo hubiera sido más amistoso, I would have more friends. Now here you're taking the first part is third conditional, but the second part is second conditional. So now here you're saying that something in your past affected your present. Que es decir, que algo en el pasado no afectó, digamos, el pasado, sino afectó el presente. Okay. Si yo hubiera sido más amistoso, sí, tendría más amigos. Ok, ahora ya soy amistoso, pero no tengo amigos. Si hubiera sido, mi presente sería distinto. Okay, the third conditional, you have a condition in the past with a consequence in the past. Si hubiera sido amistoso, habría tenido más amigos. Ahora ya tengo, porque ya cambié. Here you say, if I had been more friendly, si hubiera sido, ahora ya lo soy, ya soy amistoso, pero no tengo amigos en el presente. Okay. In this option, you say, if I was more friendly, which I haven't changed. Esto yo no he cambiado, sigo siendo grosero, pero tengo amigos. En el pasado, no tenía. Habría tenido más amigos. These are the mixed conditionals. In the mixed conditionals, you can mix the second with the third, or the third with the second. Maybe here you don't see like very good example, but we're going to check more examples. But so far, do you have any questions about the mixed conditionals? Where we'll see more examples because today we see just two. No questions at the moment?
No, teacher.
Okay, we'll check more examples tomorrow for the mixed conditionals. And with this, this will be the end of all the conditionals. That's it. Also, thank you for joining us, and